How's it going, everyone? Back with another stream today. We're going to be changing it up and actually playing some Modern today. Taking a little bit of a break from Pioneer. Not that anything's wrong with it, but I feel like I've been just playing a lot of Pioneer. I kind of want to change things up. I, my I was watching AspiringSpike stream, and for those who have been kind of paying attention to his channel, he's been kind of like adding Leyline Binding to everything. And a deck that could probably use a little bit of a power boost is probably Abzan, right? My mind was going and just kind of see um, how can we fit Leyline Binding in this deck if we can fit it in. I looked at Aspiring Spike's Soul Tie list and kind of like looked at that mana base and then kind of built it off that. Looked at one of my recent Stoneblade lists and went from there. I don't think we can fit Urza Saga and Leyline Binding together. I could be wrong. That might be another thought experiment, but I feel like it might be easier to go in the Stoneblade route because it's the mana base is a little bit cleaner in that aspect. Then we can go from there. The list that I based off of was a AspiringSpike Soul Tie list that splashed for Leyline Binding. And that list had 12 fetches of the Soul Tie fetches, right? So in this list, we have 12 of the Abzan fetches. But if you notice, we actually don't have an Indatha Triumph. We don't have a Abzan Triumph. If you look at AspiringSpike's Soul Tie list, he didn't have a Soul Tie Triumph. He had two off shard triumphs. And I couldn't understand why he didn't. And I don't know. I was kind of just thinking about it. And eventually figured out that you're gonna want to be able to fetch both triumphs, and be able to be off color. So what that means is like if you have let's say a Gaulish right, then we need Jund mana to be able to have the rest of it. So we need the Zeotor's Proving Ground. So this is where having two off color triumphs means we can have every fetch land fetch one of these. I was thinking going like, black, white, let's say Mardu, wait, black, white, red, and then like black, green, blue to offset. But if you do it that way, then not all your fetches can fetch one of the trials, right? I guess it can, but like you're not gonna be able to do it consistently. Versus this way, it's just a little bit cleaner. Um, so we'll see how it goes. In terms of the mana base and be able to turn to Leyline Binding from there. I'm hoping that we can be able to not stumble on colors. I mean, these are two complete tap lands, and then we still have to have a removal spell. So hopefully, this won't be too much of a trouble. From there, it's kind of our classic Stoneblade list. We have two Ignoble Hierarchs that we've liked in the past with 4 Stoneblade, Stoneforge 6, apologies. We have the typical equipment package here. 3 pending, 3 push, 6 discard spells, Tarmogoyf, 2 Turak, and 2 Grist. Excuse me. And people have asked, like, why Ignoble Hierarch? There's not really much of a top end, and I agree. But I really like Ignoble Hierarch in Stoneblade lists because they are bodies that we can just throw equipment on. Excuse me, my throat's killing. Bodies that we can throw equipment on. And having the ability to have fodder for Grist is really, really powerful. And having Hierarchs in the deck means hard casting Batter Skull is a real possibility. So Hierarchs just kind of fit the general Stoneblade plan. I can see them being covered out to something else, but they've just been, tried and true whenever I play Stoneblade. So we're just gonna try this build and see how it goes. Because if you're gonna cut the Grist, I can see cutting the Hierarchs, and these can be other slots. I just wasn't sure. I haven't played Modern in a while, so I'm not really in tune with what would be well positioned right now. I can't play Dark Confidant because we have 6 drops now, like 6 drops, a 7 and a 5. So I can't play Dark Confidant. Dothic Voidwalker is a consideration, considering both the charms are black, but it's gonna be a little tough. Otherwise, so that might be another card that we can try squeezing in. If we're gonna cut the hierarchs, we could go like -2 Grist, -3 Hark, +4 to Voidwalker, and then the 4th Giver, for example, right? That's the way we can build it. I just don't know. I'm just kind of trusting Electric Bob because he's been off Voidwalkers. I played his rock list. And I didn't miss Voidwalker either, surprisingly. I really, really like Voidwalker as a card. But I believe it that it's not the West best position right now. Although like with Breach being really popular, it'd be interesting to see how that card fails out. Sideboard wise, I think a card that really drew me to thinking about it was Hollowed Moonlight. People are clamoring how good this card is, with creativity being really popular. It's also good against living ants, good against rhinos. So I think this is a card that made me really, really think about modern, like again, because I haven't thought about modern in a long time. So this is what kind of really drove, uh, me brewing this list with Leyline Binding. The rest of the sideboard I feel like is kind of not stockish, but like I kind of just threw it together. 3 endurances, 2 force of vigors, 2 EEs, 1 crime punishment, 2 necromenches, 1 chalice. I don't know. I feel like they're just good sideboard cards in modern. I always like having the second sword in the sideboard, and we can swap swords. That's just a deck building preference that I have. Not to say it's correct. I just like having that option to swap swords. I'm not sure it's how good it is in the meta. I mean, I really like it. There's a lot of Amulet Titan in Tron, and I don't know if I'm pretty sure there's not that much of that. So yeah, Jagetta is an option, nostalgia. That is true. Like, do we really need the Necromenches, the Force, and the Durns? I mean, the main deck we definitely qualify because we don't have Dam or Dam uh or Voidwalker. Something to think about. That's a really good suggestion. I think we're going to mulligan this hand. We're on the draw. We could go like Godless. We could go like Godless Shrine. And this is where like not having Abzan Shrine kind of sucks. But we can theoretically function. We have 2 draws. Put well into 6. And then even if we miss the first land drop, it's not too terrible. I think I'm gonna keep this hand, be greedy. Spire of Industry. Oh, so we're against Breach. Okay. This is an Emery in turn 1. It is not. Okay, well there's our Godless Shrine. We're gonna lead on an Inquisition. They have like double Thoughtcast. That's gonna suck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they can't cast that yet. So we're getting some sort of like this is the oh my god. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think they're short, yeah. What's that Kieran card or whatever? Kieran? Yeah, I haven't played Modern so long, I'm like forgetting all the names. So we'll Thoughtseize the companion, because I would like to not have to deal with the 4/4. Gonna land cycle. Okay, cool. So I'll go Temple Garden. This metabase is pretty painful, though, I will say. Okay. So they have nothing going on. I guess I'll get. Excuse me. I gotta look at Cauldra. I'm gonna get a jacket. It's like cold in my office right now. Cauldra is a card that I think ends the game quickest. Your hand is ass. Probably go like don't know if it really matters. Is this Sultai? Oh, that's Esper, sorry. I wouldn't say they started as a one-lander. I just tapped out of green. I am a dummy. Well, that's embarrassing. That's really embarrassing. I like literally said that's not Sultai. That's Esper. I just like did that, but whatever. Yes, this is definitely okay. We need a removal spell. Oh. Okay. Well, playing a Goyf wouldn't have mattered here. We need a Leyline Binding. Or Prismatic Ending. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. It's Affinity. So let's go explosives. Crime punishment, 2 forces. Not removal heavy, so we can get rid of the givers. Two cuts. Plug it rid of the Tarax. Let's do that. So me goofing up the mana didn't matter. I guess I'll just go Tower Pass. Maybe I need to hold a Fatal Push. Maybe that was a misplay. That's true too. Missing red. Where's our crime punishments when we need them? Oh. That's not good. Well, that sucks. We're gonna get absolutely bodied now, aren't we? Oh my gosh. I guess I just fetch play a sword. We really need one of our crime punishments or our engine explosives. This might be a quick 0-1. So they can get a construct. Gosh. Okay, we're gonna have to burn through both of our pushes. It's unfortunate. Go. It's just so hard for these like generic mid-range decks to beat the single card. It's really, really difficult. I wonder if I should have gotten Batterskull. Oh, interesting. Batterskull last game instead of Cauldron. Sure. God, I really wish I had a E instead of a push. Sure. Sure. Well, there's your point of having endurance over Thoughtseize, Ramsey. There's your point. But I guess they could have spell bombed it. So go like that. I'll get the other try on with this. Oh, that's a big boy. That's a big boy. What do we need here? Tarmogoyf, they just get bounced it. Oh, they're just sacking. It's pretty good. Oh man, they've drawn their Thaumaters very timely for sure. Okay, we draw a binding. I mean that's cool, but it's a singular spot removal spell. It's gonna get us out of this. Oh god. Oh man, we're so fucked. And this is why I don't play this format anymore. Oh, I have to binding this. How do we get out of this? How do I get out of this? A Batterskull would be good. Just hard cast. GG. Alright. This will be a quick stream. if that's how the games are gonna go, this will be a quick stream. And never play Modern ever again. Just kidding. Not really. Not really. It's kind of awkward because, like, it doesn't matter. Like, binding can still cost 2. You can go push plus Goif plus Triome. White mana. Wait, we totally look like a Jund deck right now. It's funny. Please don't. Try on here. So hammer. Does that work against? I mean, hand's pretty decent against hammer. Clock plus 3 removal spells. Stoneforge. I think I'm gonna push this just to oh, especially now that they got prismatic ending or sword of fire. Nice. I'm going prismatic ending that sword if it comes down to it. Cauldron, okay. So they're not, since they're not a Blood Moon deck, I will fetch, get the other, Triome, push this, attack for 4. Drawing the Cauldron doesn't feel great though. Hopefully they just Saga. Hopefully their plan is just a Saga. Looks like that's our plan. Oh. Alright, we're gonna ride this goal for the victory. That's what this deck is telling me to do. Sure. I need to make warm water for me, not cold water. That's why I'm coughing so much. Yeah, you're not wrong, nostalgia. The power of Stoneblade as I no longer have the power. Another Saga. Three mana. Thinking about it. Thinking about it. Do they have double blacksmith skill? Oh, okay, we're gonna tap 1. Okay. Do they have double blacksmith skill? Well, they have no equipper. I think it's worth besieging here. Hammer. Interesting. So I could prismatic into this ginger brute. If they go, I should just prismatic into the shadow spear. So then that way they can't technically die. I definitely want to cast this prismatic ending, so then I have a 2-turn clock. That's kind of the goal, because there's no sorcery in the graveyard. think I'm gonna spread again the Shadow Spear and attack for 6. I miss Shadow Spear with Tarmogoyf though. I feel like Tarmogoyf is so much weaker without Shadow Spear. Yeah, I agree. So if they have another hammer, then we just die. And we could also just take 11. Would have another hammer. Oh, sure. We kind of had to hope they didn't have it, because if we let them have Shadow Spear, like, we have to fight through all of the constructs and we can't race it, which is why I took this line. We did not draw a removal spell. Okay. Okay. Explosives. That. I don't think Gris is good, from what I recall. It's pretty clean. The Gibbert can actually come out, actually. Maybe the Gris can come out for 3 endurances just to block. This is great. This is going great. Maybe I should have besaged you the Shadow Spear. I mean, we could beat the token, I think. Yeah, I think the misplay was not besaging the token, and not the Hates Serenity and sees it based on Modern, yeah. I don't know, these kinds of style decks just aren't good in this format anymore, which is why I don't play it more. See, that's the thing though, honestly, that I thought about that, but the problem is they have Urza Saga, and we're not gonna kill them by the time they activate the Saga twice and get another hammer, and they have 4 cards in hand. So that construct, like, we have to kill them before the Saga takes over the game. That was my thought process. Like, it's kind of awkward to say that they kind of have inevitability, right? uh I mean, fuck it. Like, they have inevitability with the Saga. So it's just like we are not gonna be able to beat Shadow Spear or whatever. Like, we're not gonna be able to beat the Shadow Spear is kind of the main point, because of the fact that they can just we can't race a Shadow Spear. Oh my god! Hopefully we can cash in this Force of Vigor. I should have played this first, actually, because I could have theoretically bluffed binding here. But how's it going, book guy? Hope you're doing well. Does not matter because I'm gonna push this Stoneforge anyway. They got the Cauldron. Well, I'm glad me having Force of Vigor will not be too slow, that's for sure. Problem is we don't have a clock either, so they kind of have inevitability, I guess, then. Okay, we need a clock here right now. Stoneforge Mystic, Tarmogoyf, one of those two. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The cool thing about Double Trial, though, is we can theoretically Prismatic Ending for 5. That is kind of a cool thing. Like, we can Prismatic Ending a big to fairy, which is kind of cool. I'm not sure how relevant that is, but... that sucks. That definitely sucks. How about another threat? Well, we have plenty of removal. And we can theoretically Besage you plus Force of Vigor next turn. I think I'm going to Besage the Saga now. I don't want to have to deal with them making constructs and... Oh my god, why? Why? Okay. Dude, they're so close to just hard casting Cauldron. I'm really sad about this. We can't beat a Cauldron. I mean, I guess we can Prismatic Ending it, but like, they also just have the mana to just equip it too, which is kind of crazy. I mean, we can fucking hard cast a Cauldron right now. God damn it. My god, they're gonna fucking hardcast the Cauldron and we're gonna fucking die. Is that sad? Sure. I have to Prismatic Ending the aid? Guess I can Prismatic Ending the Pure Steel Paladin. Just Prismatic Ending for 7? Yeah. Easy, right? It's just the plan. I think I'm Prismatic Ending this. If they have the fucking protection spell, then they have the fucking protection spell. That's why they just didn't Cauldron. This is going great. Why? I wonder why they're not hardcasting this Cauldron. I wish that was a Thoughtseize. I wish that was a Thoughtseize. Oh, they could definitely unstep. You're right. You are correct. Damn, flashing out the cauldron is kind of cool though. Like, once you get to 8 lands from a hammer point and we just are mana tithe. What the fuck? Oh man, we're so fucked right now. We're so fucked. I mean, we have Leyline Binding. We have 4 Leyline Binding, right? Like that's why we're playing that card, you know? Sure. Oh, we drew it. We drew 1 last game, and we had to Leyline Binding one of our 10 Affinity permanents. We had to ending a 4/4. Sure. So we get to ambush one of these, which is kind of cool. Shrink the endurance. Go to 5. Go to 9. So their hand is Blacksmith Skill, Mana Tithe. Come on, sword. Show me the way. Show me the way. We can't cast that insta because of the mana tithe, unfortunately. Although we can force though, which is kind of cool. Oh sure. Okay. Okay. They didn't attack with the Yawgmoth, so I'm assuming they're gonna block with it. In which case, I may force then. If they have any equipment, they're just gonna equip it to the cauldron, so we're kind of dead that way, right? So they didn't animate Yawgmoth. This chump there, sure. So we can end step endurance, or we could force. Another sentinel, sure. So cast this endurance. Don't target anything. Two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'm gonna fetch. I think we need the mana. Definitely needed the mana. Land, creature, sorcery, instant, artifact, enchantment. Attack like that. We play Tarak. They probably just mana tithe, and then the problem with that is always we're 1 mana short. We can't Tarak play for mana tithe and hold a Force of Vigor. I should have. No, actually, it wouldn't have mattered. Excuse me, sorry. No Shadow Spray on the list. Give the indestructible permanent hexproof. Guess maybe I should just attack with the Goyf there. We're dead to any equipment, so don't think there's a way to get out of that. So if they drew hammer, we die no matter what. So because they would just have the blacksmith go for a force anyway. So just go to 1. Go to 1. Turek has protection from white, so they can't target it with that card anyway. Apologies. I didn't mean to cough right into the mic. We definitely needed them to not brick a bunch of times. All right. Uh, I think I'll go Temple Garden here. We go Temple Garden, and then we go. So we need white. We need Naya here to go 1 mana binding. I don't think it's necessary. I was going to Dockfish. How did your legacy league go? Hopefully you trophied. Fingers crossed on that. They have the Force Spike. Or the Manti, sorry. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. So here, nice. That's awesome. Congrats. What did you play? Fun fact, the first ever trophy ever got on Magic Online was in Legacy. Fun fact. If you MTG Goldfish my name, it's you'll see it. How's it going, Spider? Got pretty well, buddy. That was the downside getting Temple Garden with Hierarch. I was hoping I could use a black one off of it. So I can't Binding and Stoneforge Mystic next turn, which is what's costing me there. Yeah, because I need Naya Triumph for this. It's awkward. Yeah, I think in this build, I think it's better to go have the both off-colored cards, off colors, so blue and red in one Triumph. So I think I was thinking about doing this before, but playing it now, I feel like it's better to just have Grixis and Jeskai Triumph. The problem with that is you can't fetch the off-color Triumph. Well, like spots like these where it's like I would like to just fetch an off-color Triumph and then go turn one and then just binding for one, but you can't. I tried Pioneer Rakdos and the format was okay. I enjoyed it, but didn't want to grind it. Yeah, Rakdos is fun. I definitely enjoy Rock more though, as you've probably gotten noticed. I own a lot of cards for Mono Red Prison. It was like, excuse me. Oh, so did you just play Mono Red Prison and Legacy? That's cool. So they're gonna just be able to Saga. So I'll just go Stoneforge, get a Triumph. You're a Pioneer, man? Yeah, I'm only playing this just because I'm changing it up. But I definitely do enjoy Pioneer more, for sure. Sorry, excuse me. I regret playing Modern right now. That's for sure. I feel like everyone is enjoying me playing this format except me. I don't know. I feel like I'm just like this is the third, like I just don't like playing against Urza Saga. I feel like as a mid range deck, a singular Urza Saga just fucks you in the ass so hard. Like I can't beat this card. Like I guess I have Force Rigor and I have crime punishments. Maybe I just need more crime punishments in the sideboard, but this is awful. Like I can't, like maybe I just need 3 crime punishments in the sideboard. Maybe I'm just like not building this correctly. Because like as a non-saga deck, we're just so naked to it. But I wanted engineering explosives for creativity. That was kind of the thing, right? So I could be on saga too. I know I could be playing. I actually really like electric bobs. Oh fuck! I need a fetch. They could just get the thing. You don't do this. They didn't do that though. I really like electric bobs rock list. That is something I really like. Regret so sad. Sorry, Ramsley. I know you. I know you. Enjoying playing Modern, but they totally have the fucking blacksmith skill here. That's for sure. Oh, which Triome do I get? I think I get Esper. So I kind of want to play around Mana Tithe, and I mean they can't technically attack through our Cauldra. We could also Cauldra and Leyline Binding too, so that's kind of cool. That is the cool thing. My hand seems, yeah, for sure. I'm not saying I can't win Nine Ball. I just don't like. I don't like this gameplay. Sure. Yeah, I mean, the thing about you, Spider, is I think you've gotten to a point where you aren't playing your pet deck anymore, and you're playing the best deck and enjoying the best deck versus not, right? Do they have double blacksmith skill? That would be so fucking sad. So I think like that playstyle, you're playing a really good deck that you enjoy the playstyle, which is good. Like the deck that's like a deck that you're enjoying is putting up results is a good way to enjoy the format for sure. Yeah, I was lurking in your stream. I don't think I posted anything, but I definitely lurked a little bit. I love it when my opponent gets 2 constructs with mechanical skill, making a land drop. Yeah, exactly, P. Kelly. The thing about it is, like, I like playing with Urza Saga too. I like playing Urza Saga. Like, when it's in my hands, it's fun. It's a fun card to play. That's the thing. It's just really fucking annoying. Did you stop playing Event of the Horizons, or did you stop streaming? Seems like a lot of people are taking a step back. Yeah, that's a lot of people have been, for sure, taking breaks for sure. Ooh. I can't track and hold up binding. Awkward. I think I gotta do it. I'm gonna fucking do it. I enjoyed playing Saga last night. Yeah, yeah, I appreciated you posting in my Discord with your results. I think I just need to try that, but I think with that, I think I just need to play Golgari in Modern too. So the last card is Sword plus Unknown. Poor taxes. How's it going, Fluffy? Poor taxes. Okay. So the last card is an unknown. It smells like a blacksmith skill. Smells like a blacksmith skill. I think I'm just gonna hard cast this Battle Skull, dude. No, but then they have the fucking Sentinel. Fuck. Oh, I could just Stoneforge in the Battle Skull. What am I thinking? God, I've played with Stoneforge so long. I'm sorry. Alright, I'm gonna pass the turn. Hold up Force plus Binding plus Battle Skull. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. I was thinking about trying the Golgarius, but I can't by myself. I actually tried Electro Bob's Golgarius. Bitter Blossom is definitely the truth against Blue Red. I kind of believed him, but I kind of wanted to see, and it definitely was good for sure. So I think I have to. Leyline Binding and let them draw a card, and then have to hold a Force of Vigor. I need this to be a Grixis Triumph. This is definitely like gonna cost me the game. I need to hold up Force of Vigor. Ding 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 ding. I may not have played Modern in a while, but I can still read, I guess. Take out the sword. I think I could beat a construct, right? I'm definitely gonna force the sword, but do I force the hammer or the construct? I feel like if I force the construct, I could just start attacking now. Oh, sorry, I was on mute. Oh, that I was not expecting to concede there. It was gas. You did call it though. You did call it. I guess. Doubt. um. Easy Battle Skull bottom. I Alright, what are we up against? Uh-oh. Is this a scam? Okay. I will say the good thing about this list though is we are very Blood Moon proof in the sense that we have 12 fetches. I think under pending the monkey. I don't think I can let them I could go Stoneforge and then we could offer the trade. They kill my Stoneforge and then attack and then hit something. That's fine, I guess. So 2 mana. I think I'll play Stoneforge. Oh, I'm not saying it won't hurt. It's just this list is just a lot more resilient than like a Saga build. I'll go Bear Skull. Right, because like there's 12 fetches. Like I guess I'm comparing it to like the rock list that Electro Bob made that I tried out. And the list only has like 5 fetches and Saga. So like that, like a 2 for a 2-color deck, you're like so much more naked to a Blood Moon. Okay. Goblin Bombardment. Oh, it's fucking Feign deck. Okay. Scam was so much cool. Scam is only cool when it's not tier 1. You're right. You're right. They hit Overgrown Tomb. Cool, we can play on Bloodbane now. Not that we can avoid, we have Prismatic Ending already, but now if they play Bloodbane, I just don't care. The attack of Fury, I'd probably trade. I mean, Leyline Binding would really help in this matchup if we actually drew Leyline Binding. Cool. Cool. Bloodmoon me. Okay. What? 2 cards are in your hand. Oh, that 2 lands in hand. Okay. I'll get a sword here. So now we can Leyline Binding for 1, if need be. I do miss Stoneforge Mystic though. This is a really fun card. Bloodmoon me. Oh. Sure. Sure, that's fine. I'll take 4. draw. Good draw. Good draw. Okay. Okay. Stoneforge Mystic is already doing its damage. Stoneforge too strong. Stoneforge too strong. Squeeze felt like a trap card in all the decks I've tried, and it's okay, but 3 CMC cards are so good. Yeah, I can see that. Definitely probably better in Pioneer than Modern, for sure. I think 3 Endurance is where we want to be. Mugen Core, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Giver seemed pretty okay. Hierarch's helpless against Bloodmoon, kind of. It doesn't cast our white cards, though. Helps us cast Prismatic Ending if need be. Do we just cut the Grist? Grist for Endurance. Make sure with Tarak. Don't think we're going to kick it against a Blood Moon deck. So we get absolutely destroyed by Blood Moon. Do we care? And Ragavan. This mana's felt really awkward, that's for sure. On tap land means we can Goyf. That would be the best case scenario. Well, we're gonna have to take this Blood Moon. On tap lands we can play Tarmogoyf and start getting aggressive. Oh, we are playing 2 Triumphs. Oh, they had the nuts. So they can theoretically take both bindings. Oh, they have village rights, sure. But we are playing 2 shards. We're going Esper and Jund. But I was thinking of having a Grixis Triumph, because once we have like all of our colors online, we just get a Grixis Triumph and then binding becomes 1 mana. That's kind of what I'm thinking. They could get us with Blood Moon here, which would suck, but yeah, it looks like that's what they're going to do. Oh. That's a lot better for me. kind of want to go Stoneforge here. Make them Fury. And if they don't, then we just have a Cauldra. Or a Battle Skull. Let's go Cauldra. Yeah. Well, what do you mean by semi-uncolored? What do you mean by that? You mean, so this configuration, right? You like this configuration more? Esper and Jund. I did Esper and Jund because I kind of copied AspiringSpike Sultai mana base. That's the reasoning behind that. I agree, 9-ball. I agree. This kind of forces him into an awkward position, and then the ceiling is like the floor is pretty high. This is a ceiling. The floor is pretty high. Where like if they 2-for-1 themselves, the answer is Silver Mystic. I don't care. Okay, we would have. So I would have gotten basic planes here actually, and then go Giver plus Goyf. Yeah. Stoneforge just clapping people. Yeah. That's what she does. That's what she does. You're 2-1 in Modern. Let's fucking go, huh? But yeah, I'm like debating if I want Grixis Triome, so then we just get one Triome. So there's pros and cons, right? If we have a Grixis Triome, let's say we already have like Overgrown Tube plus Godless Shrine, we get one Grixis Triome and the binding costs 1. But the problem is if we have a Grixis Triome, our Verdant Catacombs and Windswept Teeth can fetch it, but not our Verdant Catacombs and March Flats can fetch a Grixis Triome, but our Windswept Teeth cannot. That's the downside. So pros and cons. Agreed. If they had an Undying Event instead of Village Rites, they could have taken both my Goyfs, and who knows, right? Oh, and they would just have a 4-3 in play. Or a 3-2, whichever Undying Effect they have. Verdant Catacombs. Nova Hierarch. Cauldra. I think I should use Windswept Teeth. Gonna be able to Thoughtseize all the Oggs. So we'll get a Jund Triome here. This track is going to be a little too slow. Oh, it's a Grist? Fuck. Well, luckily we have the Binding, huh? They hit a Grist. Fuck. That's so funny. So I can Binding for 2. 1, 2, 3. I could go Triome now. I think I'll upkeep. Um, Fetch, get a Esper Triumph, Leyline Binding the Grist, and then we have Fatal Push. If they draw Yawgmoth, we can push. I think that is the current game plan. But this track is pretty bad right now because they just play other hand. So we'll get a Fiend's Tower, Binding for 1. I mean, milling that extra token just matters so much. Like, it's kind of crazy. It's a Yawgmoth. Oh my god. Stop it, please. Stop. I beg of you. Don't know how we win this game. I yield. I yield. I yield. This is where the other sword's nice. Do we want the Hollowed Moonlights in this matchup? I guess so, because they have core. They would board out the evolutions, but against chords and fuck it, let's just do it. What are the bad cards? Track seems bad. Giver seems bad. What are the maybe cards? So these. Do we want Necromancy against Yawg? Probably not, right? I think that's a little too loose. Are our Ongris even that good? Do we even want discard spells? I feel like I'd rather have sweepers than discard spells, right? Maybe like 3 sweepers. Let's take out the Inquisitions, just only have Thoughtseize. Do we even want the Grist and the Hierarch? Just trim everything. When you don't know, just trim everything. Kind of cool that we have Abzan with this. We have black, white, and green. These triumphs do kind of suck, though. That we can't Thoughtseize and just Stoneforge Mystic. But I don't think we mulligan this hand. I'll probably mulligan to 5. I definitely go Stoneforge here. Nice Veil of Summer. The way we win this matchup from past experience is we just cauldron them and race and make sure they don't have enough resources to be able to utilize our life total. Sure. I will win this race, opponent. Untap Black Source. Oh Oh man, we about to get him with this hollowed moonlight, baby. How about an untapped land again, so we can Stoneforge plus hollowed moonlight him. Okay. Untap land. Thank you. Nice chord, bro. I could go sword here. I could go sword of either sword, actually. Oh, I didn't mean to burn both swords, but... I'll get the other sword. So they can chord here. Uh-oh. They drew the Yawg. Here I will push the Yawg. We could do that too. Lethal. If we draw an untapped land, we have lethal. What? Oh, do they have Force of Vigor? They might have Force of Vigor. They may have Force of Vigor. So I'm just going to attack with everything. And I'm not going to just expose myself to Force of Vigor. I'd rather just play a little slow. I think I will attack like this, and then they don't have black mana to cast anything. I'm not going to just piss my whole turn away. Just to do the same amount of damage. I could theoretically untap, but like that's literally the same position we're in right now. Like if I had tapped my Stoneforge, I could put a sword on a germ and then I attacked, we deal the same amount of damage. I guess that's not true. That would actually be lethal, but I don't think it's worth it. Yeah, like why else would they attack? It's just a very sus attack. That just doesn't make sense to me. Maybe it's them to get another draw out of it. I don't know. Just seems sus. Pulling him low in the 5. We can't beat a grist, so we need to Thoughtseize. Whoa. Can't beat a Magus either. We can't beat a Magus either. Push. I wouldn't mind an untap land here, so we can double spell. Sure. Thank you. Do I play around Yawg off the top here? I think so. I don't think I can afford to double spell. I want to get the other sword. Yeah, I'll get the other sword. Essence warding, interesting. I think I'm gonna save the revolt trigger in case. Oh. I think I'm going to just pass here, actually. Get the sword in play, untap, put Kaldra, equip the sword, and like it's just so much safer to do that line than like anything else. Yawgmoth, okay. Sure. So we'll... And then they can't play Force Surveyor here. So we'll get a tower. Flash this in. Second core for 3. Which is probably the better play. Guess this line doesn't play around Chord. Chord for 2. Oh, Liberator. Sure. I need to dodge one draw here. Leyline Binding, that's pretty good. I wonder if they'll attack again. I'll push this Hollowed Moonlight and then block. This will show us if they have Leyline or Veil of Summer. Maybe I should have done this with the Undying trigger on the stack. Cool. Squad's pretty good, huh? Beat Yawg, huh? Okay, we have turn 1 Giver into Tarmogoyf. Or push into Goyf. Put them all into 5. Put Mole into 4. Okay. This is Moto going like, hey, I know you hate Modern, but you should keep playing because your opponent is mulling into 5 and 4 every match. This is scam. This might be scam. White source, so I don't have to. Fuck, I really don't want to. Oh, I really don't want to get Blood Moon, but. Raven Carrots. Bolt. Don't Blood Moon me, please. Oh. Okay, okay. I can go Giver land next turn. Goyf plus push. I can't triple spell next turn because I don't have double white mana. I could also just go Grist the following turn. Kind of my heart's like my gut feelings telling me to go Giver first, because if they slam a Blood Moon, you can't cast it because of the forest that we just drew. Cool. Now if they Blood Moon us, oh, sure. Hi Chaos. You're not getting notifications. I don't know. Yeah, I guess we can blame Twitch for that. I don't think I want to push this Goblin Shaman token. That just seems loose. They did not discard any cards. That's scary. Black. Maybe I should name red, so then they can't bolt this plus kill this. Definitely gonna push this. Reflections. That's another thing too. Being able to have 12 fetch lands means we can easily trigger the revolt as well. So they are scam. Okay. Getting the champion in graveyard is gonna be clutch for my Goyf, I think. Goyf is a good draw. Goyf is a good draw. It's also good to know about these undying effects, right? Maybe I should have plus the Grist first. If I mill a Thoughtseize, I would have got an extra point in. That's a misplay on my end. Mill the land. No! Now we can't play around Blood Moon. Two creatures in our graveyard, so this only mills for 2. Cool. Okay. We didn't see much. I'm assuming it's just scam. So I should just board like they're on their scam, right? Just 3 endurances? I think that's what I did, right? You pour out the tracks. It's weird that they didn't mill anything. That's so weird to me. Trying to bring out one more card. God, I can't, I'm sorry. I'm like trying to figure out what card to board out, and I don't know. Could just be a discard spell. Don't hate that. I think there's an easy mulligan. So they kept 7. We're very cold to Blood Moon right now, but I'll go Inquisition. Because if they have like a singular removal spell, I want to protect my giver rate. Also, all removal. Okay, well, I'm just gonna take the Fable. They just have a bunch of removal on our hand. We'll just throw this giver out there. We can't currently cast that Tarmogoyf, which sucks. They didn't end step kill my giver. So they draw an Undying effect? Just so they can have a creature in play? Push, okay. Yeah, let's get some forge. Okay, so the hand is Terminate Fury. Depending on what land we draw, I'm not going to crack this fetch. I kind of want to just play this sword. If I draw an untapped land, I would want to just play this sword out and then leave this fetch uncracked, just so I could have the option to fetch either white for Binding or green for Tarmogoyf. So fetch land would be the best draw here, actually. So they pitch Terminate. I can't push in response because they're just going to Undying Evil anyway if they have it. So they may just take the sword. It's interesting that they pitched the Terminate though. They took the Leyline Binding. Interesting. So the last card's Fury. I'm gonna go to Overgrown Tomb. And then just push this now. They have another Undying effect, that sucks. But what are you gonna do? Interesting that they took Binding. Okay. I think I'm gonna play Sword here. And then that way, next turn I can go Goif plus Equip. We lose on an attack step, but this plays around like Fury red card plus um Undying. Okay. I'm sorry. So they might have push. I think I'll attack first. Oh, I should have thought seized first if they have an undying effect. Damn it. Oh, I should play the hierarch too. What am I doing? I'm so bad this game. I'm so bad this game. Never punished. Never ever punished. I'll take the Fable. If you want to 2-4 on yourself, you can 2-4 on yourself. I'm so bad this game. But what do you do? Yeah! 4-1 with Abzan, baby. Let's fucking go. The Abzan King is back. So matchups. We beat Scam twice, I believe. We lost to Affinity. We beat Hammer. So and we beat Yawgmoth. So I think the only thing I'm trying to figure out is really the mana base. The hierarchs are fine. I kind of forgot to mention that like having these come into play tap lands makes hierarch a little bit better. But if we go like turn 1 hierarch, we can go turn 2 play Stoneforge Mystic or Tarmogoyf and get a Triumph. That's kind of the whole that was another reason why ignoble hierarchs are pretty good. To lead with anyway. The givers are pretty good, at least in that last match. Like game 1, like 3 givers died and the Tarmogoyf was left alone. And it's not like they had a bunch of bolts and stuff. They had a push and a terminate that the givers ate. So that was pretty good. Stoneblade is fantastic as always. It's been winning games. Stoneforge has just been a house. And I think Giver protecting Stoneforge Mystic was a pretty good spot there too. I think it's a turn to changes. I think we're kind of naked to Saga. And since we already have 3 Hollow Moonlights and 2 Necromancers for creativity, I think I just might have 3 Crime Punishments, honestly, just to have a way to beat Saga. I think Urza Saga is a card that just absolutely destroys us. So just having outs to Saga is kind of nice, I think. The Leyline Bindings are okay. Again, I think it's just a mana base. Like, I can't figure out if I want to Grixis Triumph because if I just play out my games and I have like Overgrown Tomb plus Godless Shrine, right? I just want a way to quickly be able to Binding for one. 000 Belil 666. Thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. So it's like if I just have Overgrown Tomb and Godless Shrine, or like Temple Garden plus, just like whatever. If I have one of the two Abzan duels, it's difficult for me to Leyline Binding for one. So I'm debating if like one of these lands should be like a Grixis Triome. Like I wonder if this Proving Ground should just be a Grixis Triome. It's just rough because like this is only an Orzhov duel, and then like so we would be losing a green source, which actually wouldn't be the worst because we only have Tarmogoyf. 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15. Right? 4, 8. So 12 fetches, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 green sources. I guess that's plenty. Yeah, so maybe this just needs to be a Grixis Triome. So, like, what would I play? Like, what would be the changes I would make? Because this is just the first draft I just threw together. So, Grixis Triome is... Let me see. Xander's Lounge. So maybe I go like Xander's Lounge instead of the Jund Triome. And then I think I go... Oh, I need another one. And then like 3 Crime Punch. Or maybe just like 2-1. Like this. Maybe 2-1 is the correct split. So I think this is the change I would try moving forward. It's really small. We went 4-1, so there's nothing really drastic we want to do, right? The thing about though is like if I go Grixis Triome, shouldn't I just do Abzan Triome here? Fuck, I don't know. This is such a hard puzzle to crack. I might tweet at AspiringSpike and see if he'll respond. Because I definitely need assistance there. That's tough. March of Other Light is a card that is only really good against Urza Saga. And on the play. Because you can answer a Ragavan on turn 2 with the March and not have to lose any cards. Like, this is an archetype where we can't sacrifice, we can't recoup card advantage. Like, the reason why, like, elementals can play all these pitch elementals and go down on cards advantage is because they can recoup it with Teferi, Omnath, all their ETB draw effects. Like, they can just like cycle easily. We don't have the luxury. So I think March we're kind of forced to play the full cost on it, and that's where it's just too clunky. If we have 4 Leyline Binding, it might be good, just because we have more white cards to pitch. But like I said, like it's kind of awkward. Leyline Binding is kind of the main card we're trying, and it was okay. We got to exile 2 Grist, and we lost against Yawgmoth. That kind of sucked. But it did, exile the 4/4 against Affinity. We actually didn't really cast that too much. But it was just nice to have more outs to Blood Moon. Being able to fetch a basic planes and then just like before, like we couldn't just prismatic ending a Blood Moon with a basic planes. We needed a basic planes and another basic to prismatic ending a Blood Moon. Ignoble Hierarch changed that formula. Like we can have prismatic ending plus Ignoble Hierarch and then we can Blood Moon something. But it's not as simple as just like, let's just fetch a basic planes and we're good, right? So it's kind of nice to have that back pocket where we can Leyline Binding something for 4. So it'll cost 4 if we just have basic planes and balance to Blood Moon. Like Leyline Binding is nice to be able to have outs to that. So like I feel like this list with 12 fetches, there's a better job playing on Blood Moon than like Black Green's Saga, for example. But if you're watching this on YouTube, I really appreciate it. If you want more modern content, please say so in the comments because I'm just gonna keep doing Pioneer. I'm really glad I joined IGN Modern because this was kind of cool to build up an Abzan list and do somewhat well with it in the league. Definitely had a lot of luck today, so that helped. Um, but if you want to support the channel, please hit that follow button. My MTG bot has a good timing. Please hit that follow button on Twitch if you haven't. If you want to check my past streams, go to my YouTube. My streams are definitely there. If you're watching this YouTube now, please hit that subscribe button. We'd really appreciate it. If you want to join the Discord, discuss more about this list, please do so. Follow me on Twitter. I posted up a poll, and people want to see some modern, so by a slight edge. So that's why we're playing it today. But that'll do it for me. I'll probably be back tomorrow, actually. Probably play Pioneer tomorrow instead, because I do have an RCQ in a couple weeks. It's actually, yeah, in a couple weeks. So I'll probably be preparing for that, but I will definitely be revisiting this soon. But again, really appreciate everyone tuning in and hanging out. Again, please hit that follow button. Please go to my YouTube and sub. Try to hit 1,000 subs on YouTube, so I'd really appreciate it if I could get some help there. We're at like 800 and something. Gyaromos 6812. Thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Who should we raid? Should we just raid Doom? Doom? Or should we raid Rakdos mid-range Pioneer? Rakdos mid-range Pioneer. 2 viewers. Right, sweet. We should always raid the smaller streamers. 400 viewers is a lot for Doom. So let's send y'all over to Major Right. Again, I really appreciate everyone tuning in now. For those hanging out, I know a lot of people seem to be really excited about Modern in the chat today. So I'll probably go back and forth. Maybe after the RCQ. But I appreciate everyone tuning in out. Let's send Major Right some love. Take care, everyone. Stay safe, stay healthy. Bye. This is an absolute banger, by the way. This album's so good.